either of them are doing anymore.
No. Impeach. That's it.
Yeah, but even that's become a joke.
Now, speaking of, there is one thing I found very humorous about the impeachment, and that's the fact that the Trump organization has not allowed, Trump himself has not allowed a group of individuals to testify.
Yeah.
He put down his fucking executive thumb on that and said, nope, they're not allowed to testify.
Right.
But the problem is that his defense team used the fact that these people won't testify as their reasoning for them not having direct links to this information.
Yeah.
So they've literally said, you don't have anybody that directly links them to do it. And they're like, yeah, because you won't let us talk to them. And since they're using it as their defense of why there's no case, they've just opened up the door to them being forced to testify. So they've literally just shot themselves in the foot.
Well, that's the thing. What's
fucking stupid?
What's the thing that the Senate committee has to look at now is what's worse, not allowing the facts in the case and then not impeaching this guy, or allowing the facts in the case to show that he's guilty and then not impeaching him. Because that's ultimately what we're going to, is this guy's not getting impeached. So now you know he's a piece of shit. You know he's guilty. Do you just not impeach him? Or do you let the people testify, prove that what you know is correct, and then not impeach him? Either way, your government looks shitty.
Yeah, you look dumb. So you're basic.
So, but if they impeach him, then they lose control of the Senate. Because there's no way if he gets impeached, Republicans don't stand a chance of winning in November.
Yeah.
So what do? You vote yourself out of a job? Doubtful if you're a senator.
I don't know. I don't think they think about any of that.
There's an opportunity here to drastically change the political landscape of the U.S. forever. And these guys may lose their jobs if they do that and make the history books and actually do what needs to be done. But their lives may become very uncomfortable. So do you want to be a hero? Is there such thing as a hero anymore? These guys could be. Impeach this motherfucker and fix your goddamn country. But things should get uncomfortable because the Democrats are going to have a fucking field day.
Oh, they are.
So are you actually a patriot? Do you really give a shit about your country? Prove it and get rid of this prick and get a real president.
Yeah, like the socialist Bernie Sanders. That's great. Who turns out has 3 of his biggest people that work with him are actually communists. And they're preaching the real thing that Bernie wants. It's just insane.
Bernie Sanders doesn't want communism. Nobody wants communism in the U.S.
He wants socialism.
Yes, but when you talk socialism, you're talking NDP-style socialism, not communist-style socialism. We all want socialism. Our healthcare system is socialism.
Yeah.
Socialism is not communism, and they do a great job in the U.S. of attaching it like that and making it sound like it's Marxist. No, it's fucking everything we've got in Canada is socialist. The NDP is a socialist party. That's not a bad thing. It's just we all pitch in a little bit so poor people don't die.
Yeah.
But they've done a wonderful job of making it sound Marxist and then communist and then, this is what we fought the Russians for so many years. Fuck off. Read a book, figure it out.
The only reason I do the link between the two is because I have heard other people in Bernie's group that have all used the structure of the basic communist rule, which is everybody makes the same dollar.
Nobody that's never going to happen.
But that's why I do. Again,
and they don't even want that to happen.
I don't know what you can't trust any of these fucking people. So I don't know what you can't say what they are or aren't going to do because you can't trust them.
I can say unequivocally they are not going communist if Bernie Sanders wins. That much I can say. I guarantee you. I swear on my dead goat's life, the U.S. is never becoming a communist country.
I don't know. I just don't trust anybody anymore for any reason.
That much I absolutely guarantee. I can guarantee, and if anyone in the U.S. wants to argue, feel free to come on the show, call us, wait for a live episode, and tell me I'm wrong. I guarantee the U.S. is never communist. I stake all the money this show has made on it.
That's a bold statement.
It's huge for us. I know.
Huge.
Bernie Sanders isn't going to live till the election.
No, exactly. We'll croak any day now. Everything happens in threes. He'll be number 2. I'm not sure which one to go with. Let's just do it this one. A Michigan priest has been accused. Oh no, what do you think? He's been accused of wrapping a teenager in bubble wrap and stuffing him in a closet for over an hour. He was in there because the priest's job, he was supposed to be counseling the boy, and this was one of his counseling methods.
Yeah. So what's strange is the boy was never naked. He never touched him he never did anything inappropriate with him. Oh no, he wrapped him up in cellophane to save him for later.
Yeah, he's just making sure he stays fresh. The Attorney General's office has labeled him as this being sexually motivated. But obviously they're saying this argument is like, no, there's no truth to it. There's no evidence about that.
There doesn't have to be. The precedent has been set.
You're keeping them fresh for later. We all know.
If you want to get all scientific about it, it's David Hume's theory of deductive reasoning.
Yes.
You look at the history of results in this scenario, and you say, yes, I use deductive reasoning to conclude that is absolutely what you're going to do.
It's what's great.
Jesus Christ. Of course it is. And I don't care. It's not news anymore. Don't leave your kids alone with a Catholic. That's it.
That's it.
It's just, fuck.
He's been placed on the public registry for 15 years because of this, because they said that it's sexually motivated. Now, quote, there's a big dispute about this, the defense lawyer said. There is no evidence about it. I object to I'm not going to use his name, Father Dindal Dog, to being placed on the registry. Although under the statute, it's required regardless of whether criminal sexual contact was alleged. You see, he did something fucked up to a child. You're automatically put on the offenders list because you did something fucked up to a kid. So whether they're sexually motivated or not doesn't matter. But he's like, I don't think he should be on that list, even though under the statute he has to be on the list because it's that.
I don't even know what to say to that. But guess what? It was something sexual. Doesn't matter anymore. It's the same argument. Those Muslims that keep attacking everybody, they're not real Muslims. Well, guess what? Yeah, they are, because they fucking say they are.
That's right.
And it doesn't matter anymore. Are there good Catholics out there? Probably. Numbers game, it doesn't fucking matter anymore. The whole religion looks bad, and that's it. And don't leave your kids with them. And no more sympathy from Eric anymore. You should know better. If there's a Catholic priest sniffing around, kick him in the balls, get your kid out of there. I can't. there's only so many hundreds of years you can keep hearing the same story before you go, okay, well, I don't like to ever blame the victim, but come on.
Yeah.
If you constantly go back to rape Eric Lane and I get raped every time I go there, then the 10th time I go there, I don't expect you to feel sympathy for me anymore.
Exactly.
I can't keep doing the same goddamn story over and over and over. Burn that fucking church down. Let's just attack Italy and get rid of that goddamn church.
Get rid of that. Now, speaking of getting rid of, Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
There we go.
Got shit canned.
Not only, but the U.S. prosecutor has actually called him out, stating to date Prince Andrew has provided zero cooperation whatsoever into the Jeffrey Epstein probe.
Even though he said he would, and that's why he hasn't been convicted of anything, charged of anything, I guess, because he said he was supposed to cooperate.
Yep. You've got a bunch of women that are coming forward that have all, like one of the victims who has come forward saying, "Fuck you, you did this shit to me, you're a sick bastard." I can't believe the news is still saying Epstein killed himself in his jail cell. I still can't believe they're actually stating this. It's just insane.
Well, that's still the official story, so I guess certain news outlets have an obligation to go with that.
Yeah. Guess. Isn't the Associated Press, though, out a little more higher? Yeah, I mean, at this stage, I would literally just say Epstein's death in a jail cell and just leave it as that. Just avoid the whole everything else, but yeah, so
at this point, I don't think you could really link the story to Epstein anymore. He's such a small part of the story.
Yeah,
and he arranged this stuff, but he's also he's been already charged in the 90s for this stuff. He was let out to basically set these people up.
Yeah.
He was given 2 different chances, and so he's really not the story anymore. And it's great that they keep throwing back to him to try to deflect off of the people who need to be charged now.
Yeah.
As Prince Andrew is trying to do, but it's the story's not about Epstein anymore.
No. I have no idea who the fuck is talking. I don't even care about that anymore. But whoever it is, Berman, whoever this guy is, he's the guy who's been talking about all this. It said he wouldn't discuss the Epstein investigation in detail, but reiterated that the case didn't end with his death. Quote, Jeffrey Epstein couldn't have done what he did without the assistance of others, and I can assure you that the investigation is moving forward.
Good. Keep it moving forward. I like the Queen Elizabeth shit canned Andrew anyway.
Yeah.
And I hope he spills his guts. I really do. Because the more people that just like take it and don't say anything, it's going to happen again. It's going to keep happening. These guys aren't just going to. You're naive to think this begins and ends with Epstein. Epstein's not the only one with a plane going to Camp Ramakid. There's probably a whole bunch of fucking planes. There's already a new guy. These guys haven't stopped. It's not like they go, oh, well, they got Epstein. I guess we all better just quit being pedophiles and go back to work now.
Let all the girls go. No.
There's a new guy already flying them and doing this shit all over again. Get your heads out of your ass and fucking solve the problem. It doesn't stop with Epstein. Pedophilia just doesn't end because you caught one dude.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. No.
So let's get off Epstein. Epstein is the coronavirus of this case.
There's something bigger going on, and it doesn't end with Epstein. Plain and simple.
I don't want to have to be the one to point out that there's something bigger behind all this shit. I shouldn't have to at this point.